Hi, Gray Fox Realty here, and today we want to talk about a subject that's really hot right now, the news, social media, probably your friends are all talking about it as well, and that is that mortgage interest rates are the lowest that they have been in 3 years. They're not the historic lows that we saw right after the pandemic when the government forced rates down, but they're still the lowest that they've been in 3 years. And we would like to talk to you about how that's going to impact the real estate market, but also the mortgage refinance business is about to go boom crazy. And we'd just like to share with you some of our thoughts on if it's the best possible time for a refinance, because our goal ultimately is to help you build the most equity in your property and grow generational wealth in your real estate portfolio. So watch this video. Okay, at Gray Fox Realty, we're just always got our clients' best interest at heart. And we want to just give you an upfront and honest dialogue, and we want to offer our services. If you'd like to have a scenario run for your specific case, we've got Excel spreadsheets that can do that. And we're not interested or vested in the outcome of your mortgage. We're just here to give you the data so you can make great decisions. Take a look at this chart right here. It shows a 30-year mortgage and how the interest is front-end loaded. The interest and the principal are not equal throughout your payments over the lifetime of the mortgage. And it's what we would call front-end loaded interest. So every time you refinance back to the beginning of a 30-year mortgage, the mortgage companies love it because they're getting more interest from you again out of each of those payments. Sure, as the interest rate goes down, the monthly payment will go down. And if that's a scenario that works for you, great. Interest rates being lower will save you money monthly. But we would just like to show you, if you needed to know, if your goal is ultimately to beat the mortgage system and pay less overall interest, or grow equity faster, we can show you scenarios that would make that work. The best scenario, in our opinion, is when you reduce or refi and your payment goes down. Let's say you save $200 a month. If you take that $200 a month and apply it back to the principal directly, you're definitely going to beat the front-end loaded interest equation every time. So reach out to us. We would love to run some scenarios for you and help you understand how you can build the most equity in your home the fastest. And a great time to do that is when interest rates have dropped. When they drop like they have in the last 2 weeks or so, it's a great time for you to think about, how is this going to help me set myself up and my family up for a better future, so that when it's time to sell my house and we call Gray Fox Realty to do so, we'd be glad to run the numbers and show you how much more equity you have at that closing date versus what you might have had if you don't do the refi. So if you have questions, reach out to Joey and I or one of our agents here. We would love to run the numbers for you, sit down, private one-on-one conversation, and share with you exactly what we think this reduction in interest rates can mean for you and your family. Thanks for watching.